The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Eagle defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Klein. That's complete to his running back, Hampton. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Here we go, set.
Back to throw. Klein. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a bit of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
Here we go, set. 50, green. Set.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Ready, ready.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The Eagles send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Here's Lane. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. first down. It's Hampton. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You look at this Eagle defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes. See if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Come 19, come 19, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Olave motioning to the left. From the gun on 3rd down. Klein. Olave holds it in. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both of these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. And it will be an excellent return here all the way down inside the 25-yard line. What a play.
We spent so much time talking about the physical side of the game. How about the mental side? It just gave up a field goal, but they didn't get down at all. Big-time return. They're set up to try and at least tie the game up.
Set. 52 blue. 43 red. Hut.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Here we go. Blue 32. Set, huh?
Back to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Brings up 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Set, ready. Yellow 43. Hut.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Let's go now. 33, yellow. Ready.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
50, green. Go red. Hut, hut.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal.
Come on, set. Black, 95. Ready, go.
He'll try to run this one in. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
Ready, ready. 60 red. Ready.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. And Xavier Legette with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now, 1st down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting it back on the sand. Well, it looked like they were trying to get him outside there, but this defense had different plans.
Yeah, they really had an outside-in kind of a pass rush. It's almost like when you're covering a punt. You can't let him get to the outside and get to the sideline. You force him to stay in the middle of the field, and they did exactly that and made the play.
And his throw here is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Klein. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
52, blue. Set.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
Yellow, 22. Set.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Eagles at 11-3 on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
This is 2nd and 8.
Set. Hut. Hut.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
45. Set.
Now a play fake here on first down. Man over the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He's one of the bigger receivers in the game, CD, and his size that time certainly helped against double coverage.
Yeah, you're still at a little bit of a disadvantage when you're going against multiple defenders when they're trying to double you and sometimes triple you. But you're exactly right. With his build, he could minimize that disadvantage, and he more than held his own and hauled that one in right there.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Blue, let's go. 50, green. Hut, hut.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop it behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Black, 95. Ready?
He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. That kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17, following the 2 negative plays.
Ready. Yellow, 43.
He'll look to throw. That one complete to Ligon. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Bates' kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. Fighting through. And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Klein. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Here we go. Yellow, 22. Set, go.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 45 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Klein. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now the Cards going to call another timeout. Their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Back to throw. Klein. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Klein. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Butker's kick here is good. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
Set, go. Set.
Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And these guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought the first half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Set, ready. Blue 32.
Hands it off out of the gun. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Set. 52 Blues. Set.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, here this third quarter, the whole complexion of the ball game flips on a dime there, CD. This is back to a one-score game.
And sometimes when your offense is sputtering, you as a defensive unit have to take it upon yourselves to say, we've got to go out there, maybe take a few chances along the way, and see if we can generate some points ourselves. And lo and behold, they were able to deliver.
The Cardinals will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. That's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point.
14. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll be out right at the 35. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 70 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Well, it's kind of fitting. A couple days ago when we met with him, I said, what is it about your running game that's so effective? He said, I like to tag myself as elusive. He was pretty elusive right there.
And his teammates appreciate that because they know they don't have to hold their blocks for very long. As one of them told us, if I just breathe some bad breath on the guy in front of me, that's all I need to do, and he's gone.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
43.
2nd and 11. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 41.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 41 yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And a loose football. And the Eagles have recovered. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. They looked over to both sidelines. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Now a toss. Left side, Hampton. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's 3rd and 3.
Here we go, set.
Operating from the gun, Klein. And it is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 45 yard line.
On the jump. No, no. Set.
Give here to Hampton. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll be a pickup of of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in down. And that will tie things at 17 all. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Ready, ready. Ready.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to rush by guys. At that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
52, trail green, blue striker, fly blue. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Ready, 40.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it, and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 34 yards there at a 1st down.
Ready. Ready, ready. Yellow, 22.
We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Set.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
60 red. Striker, 3-3. Hut, hut.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's going to be caught front. Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Eagles have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. The point after is good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
17.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. We're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick-6 on the other side, and now they get a pick-6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick-6 from earlier in this game?
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick-6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Now a 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's Olave bringing in another one. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Try to run forward with Hampton. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a pickup of 6. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. Klein. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Joe Williams. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw. Klein. His throw incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 16. Back to throw. Klein. This taken in by Downs. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.
45, White. Ready?
2nd and 13. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. And just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
On play action, they'll throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing to start the drive. Klein. He's going to launch it for Washington. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Klein. He'll let one go deep for Downs. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Klein. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. Back to throw. Klein. That's complete. It's Jalen Noel. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. It throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Second and 10.
Mark, ready. Set.
Again to the fullback on the dive. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
They need 12 here. It's third down.
33, yellow, 6, mega. Ready?
They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at the 20. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Cards will take over, first and 10. They'll come up, first and 10 here. Throwing to start the drive. Klein. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't
All
you?
about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Hut.
On the give, this is their fourth down. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Ready. Black, 95. Ready.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Eagles, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.